Distinct pleasure of opening up this powerful meeting with just a brief word of prayer. And I've been really just meditating because I don't know if people really understand the magnitude of what's happening right now. Spirit of God, we thank you for this time and privilege, and thank you for the blessing of allowing us to assemble in this place.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you all for being here. We are very honored to host you, and we look forward to this afternoon. This vision came to me because I service pregnant women.
Her heart for her families that she was serving, and in my heart for serving the community. That's how this thing came about.
I'm living in Wind Terrace where my kids can't be kids. I don't allow them to go outside because of the violence in the neighborhood is terrible. I pray every day soon me and my kids can move from out there into a better, comfortable life.
So we are community health workers with Mercy Health's perinatal outreach program. If you all don't know, a community health worker, we are certified under the Ohio Board of Nursing. We provide different health education and social service resources.
The type of things that we learned from community health workers were important. We honor community health workers. We heard a description of what a community health worker is and what they do, but I don't think there's enough light shed on their actual role in families and communities. Anybody else have any comments about why people would carry guns?
I would say I carry a gun because I'm black, one, and then two, because I already got shot before, so.
People say what's going on, but when you're actually a foot soldier and out there in the community, you see a whole nother life, and it is devastating.
What I've really noticed with my compassion is it's an emotional drain.
I think it's important as caregivers to have a healthy outlet where you can pour out as you've been pouring into other people.
That only 10% of our kids in the state of Ohio are actually in after-school programs. Only 10%. Right? So there's a lot of room and there's a lot of opportunity for our kids to get into trouble.
I have a nonprofit organization called Opportunities People's Justice Leaders, and we focus on humane treatment of people who are incarcerated in our facilities in the state and across the country. Because if they are in a place for 10, 15, 20 years and they are enduring trauma, how do you think that affects your community?
How far can we go with this? When them bullets rain, it's like climate change. We all feel the heat.
I came here because I heard that you were planning to retaliate against the guy.
Stay the hell out of my business.
But when fathers don't show their children love, of course the children gonna go out there in the street, son.
Excellent.
We need ways for men to have outlets other than retaliation, which was brought up.
These are just the example that we know, instead of sitting around and talking about it, we already know what the problem is. It is time for us to take action ourselves.
Lived Experience Panel. It's named that because these are men who have some lived experience with the issue.
Today's gun violence is no different than yesterday's gun violence.
Issues, I think, we have a lot of men, young men, and men, older men, I'm 61, who went through that in their young age. And so what they're doing is they're trying to figure out a way to establish their manhood.
From the perspective of a victim of gun violence, also a person that retaliated with gun violence.
And it wasn't that we hadn't seen a number of George Floyd's. It was the fact that we were sitting still. And we had to deal with the lack of humanity that we saw in society.
I had a good life, a good family that cared about me, but that didn't stop me from going to the streets.
Communities have got to stop giving passes to those who are in the community shooting and killing.
What could you use more of or less of to be better at what you do?
And overall awareness of what a community health worker is.
More resources in the community to help people become financially stable.
We want to just thank all of you for being on the panel and being vulnerable and talking in front of the audience. We did not take that lightly, so from our Mercy Health team, we want to present you guys with a little token just to say thank you.